Also on Fox this morning, March 7th, 1997. That's the last time Allen University student Jonathan Holmes was seen alive. It's been 18 years now, and still no one knows what happened to him, but his family says they won't give up. Our friend Clairvaux takes a look at this cold case.
Jonathan was a fun, loving, family-oriented person. He laughed all the time. He made it happen.
But one thing that never seemed to happen, the answer to this question, where or what happened to Jonathan Holmes? Mary Singleton is his older sister.
Showed up, Mom's bags were packed at the door, at my living room door, waiting on him.
On March 7th, 1997, the Allen University student left school for Charleston. He was on his way to spend time with family for Mother's Day. But the knock on the family's door that day wasn't from Jonathan. Instead, it was from authorities out of Dorchester County.
He said, "Your car, who had your car?" And she said, "Which one?" And he said, "The SUV." And she said, my son Jonathan." And he said, "Well, on the Jedburgh exit, it caught on fire."
Even after the fire was out, authorities didn't find Jonathan's body or any traces of blood in the SUV. So as you can imagine, the family had no idea what to think. The Columbia Police Department got involved. That's because Columbia was the last place Jonathan was seen alive.
The fact that the vehicle was burned is obviously very suspicious, and he hasn't, contacted any of his family members since this date. That would be something that would be unusual for him.
Investigators say Jonathan didn't have a criminal history.
As far as I know, he was a good student. The investigators back in '97 did look through his room for any kind of clues. I think back then all he had was a pager, if I remember right. They obtained those pager records.
His family says they spent more than 20 years trying to figure out what happened.
We're all from the South, and certain exits, as being African Americans, you don't want to stop on. Jedburgh exit is one of those exits. Those exits are considered, for a better word, paraded by what we call the Klansmen.
With no human remains, the family even wonders if he was kidnapped.
And I'm thinking, with human trafficking and all, Jonathan would have found a way to get away. Or if he didn't get away from that, he was saving other people.
At the time of his disappearance, Jonathan left behind 2 young daughters. Mary helped to raise one of them.
I don't care how much you can give a child. They still wonder about daddy.
His sister says at this point, all the family wants is closure.
Let me put a headstone to where he is. That's all I asked.
In Columbia, Friendly Clairvaux, Watch Fox News.
Now, when leads here went cold, the family hired a private investigator. Still, no new details on what happened to Jonathan Holmes. So the family and friends are asking, if you know anything about the case, call Crime Stoppers at 1-888-CRIME-SC.